This video is going to go through Example 1, Part A. Would being a part of a support group that meets regularly help people who are wearing the nicotine patch actually quit smoking? A county health department tries an experiment using several hundred volunteers who were planning to use the patch to help them quit smoking. The subjects were randomly divided into two groups. People in Group 1 were given the patch and attended a weekly discussion meeting with counselors and others trying to quit. People in Group 2 also used the patch, but did not participate in the counseling groups. After 6 months, 46 of the 143 smokers in Group 1 and 30 of 151 smokers in Group 2 had successfully stopped smoking. Describe a method that the researchers could have used to randomly assign the 294 subjects into two groups. Group 1, patch and meetings. Group 2, patch only. So a couple of things to take note of. When answering this question, you should be able to give your answer to two individuals that are not well educated in statistics, and they could do your random assignment. So there are a lot of different methods. So you could use random digits. You could use flipping a coin. You could use randint. And there are probably more methods that use randomization of some sort. So when I answer these questions, I usually will do a bulleted list. So first is assign all 294 subjects a number from 1 to 294. I'm actually going to use my calculator, so I don't need it to be 001, which I would need for the random digits table. Then 2. No. Second bullet is also step 2. Is I'm going to use randint, no repeat. Now I forget the order of the commands on my calculator, so I'm going to go to it. Math, probability, randint, no rep. So I'm going to erase this. And in Group 1, there were 143 assigned, and then the remaining 151 were assigned to Group 2. So I would do low equals 1, high equals 294, n equals 143. And then you have to say these 143 people are assigned to Group 1. Patch and meetings. Do not forget to say the remaining 151 are assigned to Group 2, patch only. So that's the answer. To just quickly kind of diagram what's happening here is they have 294 people. They're randomly assigning them to two treatment groups. One of these treatment groups, treatment group 1, was patch plus meetings. And how many got assigned to that? 143. And then down here, 151 were assigned patch only. And then at the end, the response variable, Does the problem mention it? Is a measure of quitting smoking. I don't think it says the specific measure. It could be 6 months later, 1 year later. So, and one thing with actual experiments, quite often while they will try and have these numbers be exactly the same, they do not need to be exactly the same, because the important pieces are there was randomization into treatment groups. There were multiple treatment groups. So that's the comparison, the randomization. Then replication is within each treatment group you have enough people assigned. And here 143 and 151, that's enough people assigned. And then controls, I don't know, I don't see any specific mention of controls in the question, but that would be something to consider if you're looking at it. So maybe they looked at, these are all people who plan to use the patch to help them quit smoking. That is a control, so they are currently smokers and they want to quit. So that is an aspect of control. There were probably more controls done. So.